Next up from the Faculty of Science, please a warm round of applause for our sixth speaker today, Lizzy Lowe.
We live in a world that has changed dramatically in the last 100 years. Urbanisation has led to the creation of novel environments which are completely different to what most animals evolved to be able to survive in. This has led to most animals being driven to extinction in human-inhabited areas. But there are some species that can survive and even thrive in cities. We call these urban exploiters. Those of us that live in cities will see urban exploiters every day, like crows and pigeons. But did you know that these species may be showing physical and behavioural differences as a result of living in the city? For example, there are birds that have changed the pitch of their call or the time of year that they lay their eggs. Some of them have even completely stopped migrating. My research looks at the effects of urbanisation on wildlife, and to do this, I study spiders. It might seem like an odd choice, but spiders are the perfect model organism for my research. They are really important components of terrestrial ecosystems. They eat pest species such as flies, and they're food for birds. They're also very taxonomically diverse, and different species respond differently to urbanisation. So the first step of my research was to look at which spiders are actually living in cities. Imagine your back garden. How many different types of spiders do you think are living in there? Maybe a couple of redbacks and a huntsman? From my surveys, I found an average of 13 different types of spiders in back gardens. Some had as many as 20. This is quite amazing diversity. All of these guys up here are regulars in Sydney back gardens. Although there are some spiders which only live in natural areas, we can see here that there are some that really love living in cities. So to work out why, I focused on these golden orb weavers here, which is the big one. They live in the middle of Sydney. I found that not only are there more of them in urban areas, but they grow bigger and they have increased reproductive capacity when they live in the city. This is an example of a spider and a species that does really well in urban areas. I was also interested to see if spiders, like birds, show behavioural changes when they live in cities. I found that spiders from the cities show different responses to stimulus than the rural spiders. They are less active and less bold. This is evidence that spiders are changing their behaviour in order to deal with living in a novel environment. My research, along with that of other urban ecologists, is going towards working out how urbanisation is impacting wildlife in cities. We can use this knowledge to maintain biodiversity in cities and create healthy, functioning urban areas. Thank you.
Certainly locking the back door to my place tonight. 13 different species of spiders. Great stuff, Lizzy.